Hey everyone, I'm Sharon Roseman with United Country Real Estate Big Six Properties, and it is a beautiful day here in Trade, Tennessee. We're in a lovely community called Cherry Springs. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Cherry Springs is a community in Trade, Tennessee, and we're here with the lead contractor for New River Farms Family Construction, Miss Teresa Page. And we've got a beautiful new construction property right here in Trade, Tennessee. And if you've never been to Trade, Tennessee, we are just how far from Boone, Angela?
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes from Boone and App State University. So Trade, Tennessee is it gets its name from what it was. It was an old trading station back in the day. We still have trade days that come up every June. Been happening since the 80s, where we gather for Appalachian arts and crafts. But Trade is one of the highest elevation communities in the state of Tennessee, and you're just moments from the North Carolina border and Boone, North Carolina. So tell us just a little bit about this Cherry Springs community.
So Cherry Springs is a small housing development, has several lots, only 4 or 5 houses, but is up and coming.
And so Angela, if somebody wants to tour this house and see this property, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can contact me at 828-386-7229.
All right, and they can always go to our website at big6properties.com. So we're going to go in and take a look at this beautiful new construction here in the Cherry Springs community in Trade, Tennessee. But Teresa, you were telling me it's a motion light?
Yes, it's a motion detector light, yes.
So that's great. So yeah, it just picked us up just like that. I saw the car pulling in there. So we're going to go in the house here. And
just before we go in, I'd like you to look up here. We have exterior T&G for the ceiling and for the roof. And this is stained with Australian timber oil, which is really nice. Our siding is LP siding. The color is cream in my coffee, and then the trim color is smoked paprika. And if you look at our Slage logs, we've got the Camelot brand. You have the combination here, and then we just go on in. And this combination can be set up on their app, and you can change it on your app, and you can also add and subtract other combinations. Okay, now we've come in. Here's the kitchen. Now the kitchen is absolutely fantastic, okay? The cabinets are custom made. They are cherry wood, and the color is chocolate. If you are a chocolate lover like me, it means everything. Your appliances are stainless steel, and with the appliances, I bought them at Lowe's, and I've also purchased the 3-year service warranty contract for them. So if you have trouble, you can go to them, and sometimes that just happens, okay? Now we'll come on into the living room.
And Teresa, I don't want to stop you, but could you show them? I loved that feature beside the stove.
Oh yes. And as you look, if you like to bake and cook, notice that here we have a pull-out spice rack, and over here we have a pull-out cookie sheet baker's pan, and also the cabinets are the soft close, so you can turn them loose and they will not make a sound.
All right, and if you don't mind,
go ahead.
Tell them about this book, because I think this is just fabulous.
Okay, I've also made an owner's manual for you. This is just a sample of the kitchen cabinet colors, the cherry with chocolate coloring. I left all of your registration packets here so that you can fill those out for yourself. I have information for the lock, and for the front door lock, I wrote down how to add and subtract your codes, but you can also go onto their website and do that. As an example, you have the warranty for your roof, your shingles, your thermostat control, just the fact that we have craft-made cabinets, and a warning about your granite countertops. They are granite, and the color is called dark steel, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so for your washer, dryer, and then for your refrigerator, stove, and dishwasher, I did purchase the Lowe's 3-year plan, and I put all the paperwork in here along with the contracts for you to have. And then it just goes through other owner's manuals in here.
And I personally love this because you have all the warranties from the individual appliances, but Teresa is the contractor with New River Farms Family Construction, and there's a 1-year warranty that comes with the purchase from the contractor in addition to the various things, and she has all the details on the home. So Yeah, take us on into the living room. I'm
Okay,
excited.
sure.
You've done a beautiful job.
Okay, coming into the living room, as you look at your walls are all T&G except for the tile around the shower and the bathtub. And it has just clear, natural, neutral, so there's no stain on it except for the poly. So your walls, notice that your walls, you have the flat part coming out right here. But then if you look up at your ceiling, you have the other side of the T&G and you've got that little bead running through the plank on the top of the ceiling. Okay. Now in the living room here, we have gas locks and we've got them on just so you can see how absolutely gorgeous they are. My surround was custom made by my master craftsman, Keith Green, and he did all this himself. Coming out here, we have the door, you can call the front porch, the back porch, and again, we've got the Camelot locks, but this was just key. Go ahead. And as you come out here again, you've got your ceiling is the exterior T&G. And then everything has been stained out here and in the front porch, the other porch, with the Australian timber oil. And notice that instead of having pickets, which can dry out, which can crack, which can warp and bend, we actually have what's called hog wire. But if you want to, you can call it filled wire if that makes you feel better. Now, as you come in back to the living room, here's our thermostat. And I actually have it set on 68 right now, but I've had the logs on all morning because I've been a little bit chilly. So it's actually reading 77. Now you have heat and AC, so it works both ways. Then as you look going upstairs, if you'll notice these balusters, they curve outwards. My master craftsman, again, Keith, suggested that we get these because as you look at them, it gives an extra little touch as you're looking at them. But then as you go up the steps, it makes your stairwell bigger. It makes it feel bigger. And then you come up to the loft. And in the loft, we still have the same balusters. And they bow out. Again, it just gives you more room. Now, this is, I would call it a loft or a reading area. We have two small lazy boy rocker recliners, which are great to sit and read in, and I just absolutely love them. Also, if you look at the floor is the Smart Core, and it is the Blue Ridge Pine, which is a very popular color right now. Now we'll go into the small bedroom. The small bedroom, again, everything's T&G. You have a twin day bed. There's a beanbag, a computer desk, which also has your charging ports on it. And then if you come over here is your big closet in the house.
Teresa, tell us about the furniture.
Okay.
Does it come with the house?
Okay, the furniture it can come with the house, but you would have to pay for it separately from the house, and I can sell you all of it, part of it, how you want to do. And the reason it's not part of the house is because mortgage companies will not let you put furniture on your mortgage. And then we'll come out here. We just have a little hall area here. Let's go into the upstairs bathroom. The upstairs bathroom, you have a tub with your shower. And I'd like you to notice the trim on all the accoutrements here, the towel bars, the towel racks, everything, the sink handles. I absolutely love porcelain in my bathroom. And then if you take a look at your mirror here, it's a nice, pretty mirror. It's not square, it's not round, it's not rectangular. It's just a nice, gorgeous shape with pretty curves. Then we'll come into the upstairs bedroom. And now the thing on this one is it is probably the most unique room in the house because you have one of your dormers here. So you've got the dormer look, and you can see over here, if you look out that window, you can see, I believe it's Stone Mountain. And if you look over here, you can see other things, but you've got a nice afternoon, late afternoon sun coming in this window at the dormer. And this bedroom has a closet.
Okay. Open the doors to the closet. It's a good sized closet.
Okay. But at first, this was just going to be an extra bedroom. And at this point, a lot of people say, well, this would be the master and the non-master's downstairs. But again, I did the bathrooms as if the master suite is downstairs. So we'll go on back downstairs.
Don't mind me, I've moved in.
Okay, you can move right in. Here, I'm going to turn this off because it's absolutely miserable upstairs with it. It's hot.
So precious. I'm sitting here looking around all these beautiful windows. I've got mountains out of every window I see. Sitting here with these gas logs, and the vaulted ceilings here make it so nice. I mean, it is, it's sized large enough for a family, but if it's just a couple, you don't feel
You're
like
fine.
you're being swallowed by the house. Angela, what was the square footage of this house again?
So the base is at 784. The upstairs is 628. So that makes the total 1412.
So about 1,400, a little over 1,400 square feet, and it's just precious. You've done above and beyond. Like, you've done a lot of touches, and I was noticing we've got the double hung windows, so they'll tilt out for cleaning, even though you're up off the ground. We make that really easy, so you've got great insulated windows, and the light in here is great. Even the light up there in the loft with that window coming down is just beautiful.
Thank you.
But folks, again, if you're loving this house and you would like to arrange your showing, again, Angela, if you want to give them your contact information, you can contact Angela Allen with Big Six Properties. And Angela, give them your number again.
So my number is 828-386-7229, or you can get me at angela@big6properties.com.
Perfect. And the master bathroom.
Let's go to the master bathroom. Oh, you are going to love this master bathroom. Okay, and let me tell you again, I have a master craftsman, Keith Green, who does carpentry, stonemason. He does everything, but he has been in charge of doing all of the actual work. Okay, so come in here. We've got a barn door. Both bathrooms have barn doors going into them. As you come in, this is what I would consider the master bath. You've got your double sink, and again, you've got your porcelain on your handles, on your toilet handle here. You also have your porcelain trim on the towel bars and the toilet paper holder. Now, this is it. Yes. Okay, this is the
Worth buying a
master
house
bathroom. Yes. Okay, start out, you have a rain shower coming down on you. Then you also have what we consider a regular shower where you can take it off with a hook. Or if you're short like me, you can adjust this for any height you want. And now the very best thing is we have 4 body jets. So as I'm short, so you can see one's going to hit me here. So, about waist level. And then you have the other ones that are just going to miss me. But if you're taller, they're probably going to hit you in your upper back and your shoulders. And I just absolutely love this bathroom. Okay, now let's go to what is the downstairs bedroom. And I would call it, originally was the master bedroom, and it's the same floor size as the upstairs bedroom, but it does not have the dormer window and the incline on your ceilings. And the closet here is exactly the same as the one in the upstairs bedroom, same size. Okay. And behind the door here, we have our 200 amp panel board.
So you have room to put a hot tub if you want.
Yes. Just make sure you follow the code. Okay. And then one other part here that we haven't talked about is this section right here, both up and down, carries your HVAC ducts so that you have a lot of your HVAC equipment running right here. And then there's a wall between the HVAC section and your washer dryer area. And one other thing that Keith has done for us is he's taken the water control for the whole house, and you can turn your water on and off right here. You don't have to go outside, you don't have to do anything else, just turn it right there.
So I love that for people that maybe want this home as a part-time
Yes.
resident. I know that if you've got condos or houses anywhere, I mean, it got cold sometimes, and we're up here in Trade. It's a little colder in Trade than it is even in Boone, North
Yes.
Carolina. So if you're of the generation like I was raised, you turn that water off when you leave just so
Yes.
you don't have any leaks. It makes it so convenient. Come right in the door, take care of that. Very thoughtful process. So again, we're in Trade, Tennessee, just outside of Boone with Angela Allen. She's the listing agent, and New River Farms Family Construction has built a beautiful home here in the Cherry Springs community. So you'll see a little footage of that later. And I want to just make a comment. We are good from Hurricane Helene. A lot of people are looking
Yes.
at the North Carolina mountains. Now, 421, which leads straight here, as you travel down at the bottom of the mountain along 421, you will see where they had flooding along the highway. But this particular community fared pretty well.
Yes, we did.
And everything is looking good here, and we've had building inspectors in here. This is new construction, newly inspected, and we're marked safe from Hurricane Helene right here in Cherry Springs, Tennessee.
Also, right before Helene came, we went upstairs, up above your roof, and put extra bracing in so that this thing didn't budge at all.
Perfect.
Now,
So tell us, if they miss out on this house, what's happening next?
oh, if you miss out on this house, I will be building another house across the property line, and it is right down here. You can see it, and it's in the construction initial phase. We just poured the footers, the concrete for the footers last week, and we'll start putting CMUs on tomorrow. But it'll be down there. The property line between this property and that property, you can see where the electric line went from the road up to our transformer, and then it runs off to both houses. So that is the property line where that line is.
Now, Teresa, tell us, we do have high-speed internet here. 'Cause
Yes, we do.
that's going to be one of the questions.
Okay, right now we have Spectrum, and if you choose to, you can keep Spectrum or you can change to other ones. Here we have a storage closet with some stuff we haven't taken out yet, but if you look, notice we have a shelf for all of your internet and communications equipment. So it's up out of the reach of little hands, and it stays safe here, and you don't have to worry about it. Now, another thing we have, and it's a really big deal when you're in the mountains, is the crawl space is completely encapsulated. That means that we don't have those vents in your foundation where air can come in and out. It is completely CMUs around the foundation, and then on the inside you have the, I want to say, either 6 or 10 mil thick plastic that has covered everything. And when you go down there, you will see that part of the HVAC unit is down there, and the hot water heater is also down in the crawl space.
So propane gas
logs.
and then you have electric, which is the heat pump, which it's really nice because you have air conditioning here.
Yes.
And some houses in the mountains do not have air conditioning, so that's a plus.
And then the water and septic.
So you are on a well and then private septic.
So it's a shared well between these two houses.
Shared
and a
well.
drive between these two
Shared
houses.
well, shared drive, and also with the well, it has a 1,700 gallon storage unit. So that storage unit will remain full at all times. So the water will come up to the well, go into the storage unit, and then as it leaves the storage unit, it will come to the houses. And as water's taken out, it will be replenished. So you should have no problem with your water.
And so if you're looking for 2 houses for a family, then this would be one that you could purchase and then another one coming up.
Great option.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
you, grandchildren or children.
Sometimes, you want to move to the mountains with friends. Those campfires are always better, but no burning right now.
Correct.
At all. But you have a lovely home, and so
Thank
we'll get
you.
some footage of the cross page. We may have that in the video. And again, we're in Trade, Tennessee, Cherry Springs, with listing agent Angela Allen with United Country Real Estate Big Six Properties. I'm Sharon Roseman. And Angela, one more time, if they want to contact you for a showing on this home.
So my phone number is 828-386-7229, and you can get me also by email at angela@big6properties.com.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us on our tour.